Hi, sir.
Thank you.
A warm welcome to Swimbox, sir.
Thank you very much.
Many great coaches actually begin themselves as passionate swimmers. So, sir, what have brought you, what have pulled you to water?
It's my dad. Now, I've been probably coaching for the last 37, 38 years.
Are you telling me that you actually left your police job
Yes.
to come training?
I was not enjoying it. I was always wanted to be at the pool side. I don't say it's a struggle, it's a challenge.
Now, what is it that one thing that separates good swimmers from champions?
It is sheer hard working.
If you have to give three things, what is it that you notice when somebody gets into the pool, a swimmer?
With proper guidance, right technique, right skill, with a good program. After that, work on speed.
Swimbox is India's first and only performance-based training system that will break you before building you. What is it, in one line, your coaching philosophy?
Just being positive and do not give up.
That is what Swimbox is. Generally, you chase balls, but here Swimbox chases you. Many great coaches actually begin themselves as passionate swimmers. So, sir, what have brought you, what have pulled you to water?
It's my dad.
Okay.
It's my dad, and it's a long time story. We had been to a boating club, and my dad and his dad's friend and his son, we started for a boating.
Okay.
And by accident, my dad friend's son fell into the water.
Okay.
Without knowing the depth, the man jumped into the water.
Okay.
Luckily, it was only neck deep level.
Okay.
We were safe and nothing happened. That evening, straight from there, my dad took us to the pool.
Okay.
From there, straight away, nowhere else we went. We straight away went to the pool. That was probably 1979 or 1980. Those days, we didn't have enough coaches.
True.
In fact, we didn't have any coaches at all to say in Karnataka, I'm talking about. And then I started swimming. Then slowly, we started playing water polo. Those days, we didn't have a structured program. When I was in 12th standard, as a part-time coach, I started beginning to teach beginners. They learn to swim.
Okay.
Right? So then, that was 87. When I was 17, those days, I still wanted to win. I don't know if it is fortunate or unfortunate. I started coaching. By 1990, I was a full-time coach.
Okay.
So now, I've been probably coaching for the last 37, 38 years.
That's very interesting. So like they say, necessity is the mother of invention.
Right.
Here this started with safety, because your father has foreseen that, this is absolutely required.
Yes.
So, but here, sir, in India, if we see, water safety is not a mainstream subject.
Yes.
Right? Not just in terms of swimming, but, we are all aquaphobic people.
Correct.
So, can we integrate it? How can we integrate that into our curriculum?
Yes. If you look at 1980s to 90s, 90s to 2000, those days in my time, people used to say, if you go to swim, you'll drown. Dub jayega. That's what they were saying.
True.
But now, the things have changed. Now, every parent wants their child learn to swim. It's a life skill.
Yes.
But this is happening in the A cities, metro cities, or bigger cities where they have an access to the pool.
True.
Right?
Very true.
But the drowning cases are happening in the rural areas where there is no awareness of swimming. People go there to play and drown. I think recently I was telling someone, can we introduce learn to swim program for a middle school?
Yes.
From the government.
True. It has to be a government initiative.
From the government. See, by the time you come out of 4th standard or say 5th standard, if you don't know swimming, you can't go to the next class.
True, very true. Because now, I think we see a lot of accidents happening. People go for fun activities and then they get drowned. So I think introducing this as a part of curriculum would actually help us.
Yes,
right?
And it will broaden the base.
True.
We'll have more swimmers coming in.
True.
We are struggling to win at the international. That might happen soon.
True, definitely. I mean, it's a great thing to incorporate that in curriculum.
Yeah,
but long way to go.
Yes.
So, sir, you just mentioned that you started coaching from 12th standard, which is like age 17, 18.
Right.
So, at that age, instead of you yourself competing, what has you drawn to become a coach?
Those days, I used to coach as a part-time and also swim.
Okay.
Right. And then I was playing water polo too.
Okay.
But by 1990, I joined Karnataka police for 1 year as a sportsman,
Okay.
right? But within 1 year, I was also losing interest. That is not for me. I was thinking. At the same time, our boss Nilkantra Jagdale sir offered me a job, saying that we are taking the pool as a private for the first time. We'll match your salary. Do you want to come and join us as a coach? I jumped.
Are you telling me that you actually left your police job
Yes.
to come training, to come coaching?
Yes.
So what was the response? Because see, I see a lot of people getting into athletics with the goal of getting a government job. But this is a different case.
With the reverse.
Exactly. So what was the response?
No, I was somehow, that was not so interesting. The job was not so interesting, and all the time being in one place, I was not enjoying it. I was always wanted to be at the pool side. When this happened and sir asked me, Bhushan, this is like this, I said immediately I took it over.
This is like phenomenal. When people say it's calling, you have to know your calling, your purpose. I think you found it at a very young age. And most importantly, you followed the dream. It's not like you were looking at my comfort and a stable paying job, right? Which most of us do.
Yes.
So that is incredible.
Yes, and I don't regret.
You don't, and trust me, nation is celebrating you. So yeah. So sir, now coming to as a coach, from the transition, what has been your biggest struggles as coach?
As a coach, I don't say it's a struggle, it's a challenge with the youngest lot in the age of 6, 7, 8.
True.
They don't know anything. For them to make them understand about a skill, about a drill, about a stroke is not easy.
Yes.
If you have patience at that particular place, you can actually become a good coach. Anybody can stand on the deck, write a program, tell them, okay, go 1050s, do 1050s kick, all this.
Yes.
That's very easy. For someone to 6, 7, 8-year-olds, for them to teach is the biggest challenge. It's not, I didn't see any difficulty actually. And I've worked with so many management, so many places.
I only have one answer, which is your calling. Because, like you rightly said, communication is about not giving out the information, but receiver able to understand. You should break it down into such small pieces that they should be able to understand it. So,
a set of children. You have a set of children.
True.
You give instructions. There are some people who listen but can't understand.
Yes.
There are some who can listen and understand. There are some can listen, understand but can't do it. But if you can do all of them, I'm sure they are champions.
So how do you do it, sir? Like how do you train such different groups of...
Keep it interesting, make it very short. You give them 10 instructions, trust me, they can't even remember one.
Yes.
You start at one. You teach one skill at a time, take weeks together, no problem, but master it.
Repetition,
practice.
Yes.
Now, you can't change your handwriting, right?
No, I can't.
Right. So I can't change my handwriting. Similarly, if you can set a right stroke when they are 7, 8, 9, that will be there forever.
So I've read this somewhere. Generally, they says practice makes men and women perfect.
But perfect practice.
Yeah. But they say practice is about permanence. Once they repeat, that muscle memory is what muscle connections are. Sorry, mind-muscle connection.
Correct.
Yes. Great, sir. Now, you have coached, from the last 3-4 decades, so many people, so many swimmers, champions in making. Now, what is it that one thing that separates good swimmers from, say, champions?
This is one interesting question. We find talent in the early stage, right?
Yes.
No, he says, no, he's talented, he can swim fast, she can swim fast. That will take you only till 14.
True.
Right? After that, hard work will be the talent.
Absolutely true.
Initially, you're fine, you will go behind them. But we have something called as late bloomers, and these kids who are talented will start swimming fast right from the age of 8, 9, 10, 11. They keep improving, they start winning medals. And I only say that kids who are not winning, please stick to the sport, continue being there, keep doing what you're doing on daily basis. By 14, 15, everybody's grown, nobody's going to be any different. It is sheer hard working with proper guidance, right technique, right skill, with a good program.
That makes all the difference.
Yes.
So now you have reviewed, one of our coaches swimming in the Swimbox and all, but generally as a coach, what I see with my naked eye and what you observe are completely different. So what are the few things, absolutely those, if I have to pinpoint, if you have to give 3 things, what is it that you notice when somebody gets into the pool? A swimmer.
You mean to say the swimming pool or?
Yeah, the swimmer. No, the regular coaching. Yeah.
No, first and foremost, what I see is there, not as a beginner, who is just out of learn to swim.
Okay.
Right? Beginner is something different. Beginner, what we see is a buoyancy. If he is able to float well.
Okay.
Second thing is, he is able to breathe well.
Okay.
Bobbing, we call it as breathe in, breathe out, bobbing.
Okay.
If someone can do that, fine, and if they can do a good floating, they can be good swimmers.
Okay.
When they come into regular program, we call it as intermediate.
Okay.
Intermediate. Then what I say is, are they able to do a steady kicking?
Steady kicking.
Steady kicking.
Okay.
And are they holding their head very steady in a streamlined position?
Okay.
Without lifting their knees and just turn to breathe.
Okay. So how long will it take, for somebody in beginner to intermediate to perfect these strokes, that head position, that body alignment, and also reaching to that acceleration point?
Okay. This is the most important and interesting part. This is for the coaches, for the swimmers, for everyone who is into swimming.
Yes, who's involved in the swimming business.
Yes. I always keep telling 6 years is the right age to learn to swim. We do a 18 session learn to swim program.
Okay.
So that is with 1 day break.
Okay.
50 minutes in water.
Okay.
Right? By the time they complete 18 sessions, if the kid is able to understand and do what the coach says, he or she should be able to do dog paddle for 6 to 8 meters with 1 breath.
Okay.
Right. So this is what we want. That's all. Make them, learn to swim very interesting. Have at least 10 minutes of free time towards the end. Make them play. Throw something in the bottom. Let them pick it up. Make relays. See, these 18 sessions are over. They are able to do dog paddle. And once they finish dog paddle for that many meters, they go into intermediate, which is about 6 months.
Okay.
4 days a week, 4 sessions a week, for 1 hour.
Okay.
Here, the goal is from breathing once to breathing twice, twice to 4 times, 4 to more number of.
It keeps getting progressive.
And ultimately, we want them to swim 25 meters with breathing non-stop.
Okay.
This is 6 months.
25 meters for how long, sir?
25 meters,
just
it doesn't matter.
Laps? Okay.
They take 45 seconds, 1 minute, it's okay. Anytime, anything is fine.
Okay. And after intermediate?
After intermediate, they get into stroke school 1.
Okay.
Right, stroke school 1 is, we teach them freestyle and backstroke. Freestyle, breathing sideways.
Okay.
Sideways. And all the necessary drills to improve your technique, like high elbow recovery, all those drills. And then, that will take at least about 6 months.
Again 6 months.
By the end of freestyle, we will also overlap backstroke floating, backstroke kicking.
Okay.
So from there we pick up backstroke, which goes on for another 6 months.
Okay, so for freestyle 6 months and
backstroke 6 months.
Okay.
By end of backstroke, we teach them how to dive.
Oh, okay.
Teach them how to dive. So then they get into stroke school 2.
Okay.
That is, we teach them breaststroke 6 months.
Okay.
But along with that, they will also do some freestyle and backstroke.
Okay. It's like, revisiting.
Yes.
Yes.
And once they complete their breaststroke, we teach them to do flip turns.
Okay.
The rollover turns. So from there we get into butterfly.
Okay.
Butterfly requires a lot of coordination, timing and strength.
Okay.
These 2 years we are spending to learn stroke is just to learn the basics of all the 4 strokes.
Yes.
For you to master 1 stroke, it will take 15 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
So and they keep changing. So this is it. By the time they complete, say 8.5, 9 years, they must know all the 4 strokes. They must know how to dive. They must know how to do flip turn. Then they go into pre-competitive.
Okay.
Pre-competitive, we start doing small sets. It can be like say 8 times 25 meters on 1 minute kick, 8 times 25 meters on 1 minute drill, something like that. We develop slow endurance along with all the 4 strokes.
Okay.
And we do not want any coach or child to say, I am a backstroker, I am a breaststroker, I am a butterflyer when they are 8 or 9.
Okay.
So, like school, you have to study all the subjects till you 10th standard, till 14, irrespective of what you do competition. I recommend that they train all the 4 strokes. That gives a overall development.
Yes. So how do you deal with this young parents, especially who wants that quick solutions, instant, instant records, instant medals? How do you deal with that?
I'm sure there are some pushy parents, they want instant results.
True.
They can't last long. See, after all, they're kids, they're human beings, they're not machines.
True, very true. Kids start as early as 6 years old, and then there's years of that persistence, patience, training and all. But after, getting to that age of competitive level, probably at 16, 17, they may hit that plateau.
Right.
Right. So, and that's also age. There are a lot of factors at play. So how do you deal with those emotions,
It's a very common phenomenon all over the world,
Yes.
not just here.
Yes.
It is, by nature, it's like that.
Yes.
So, but if we can set up a process where instead of pushing the children too early to swim faster,
Okay.
I go like this. My funda is first teach them strokes,
Okay.
technique,
Okay.
drills,
Okay.
skills like dive and underwater,
Okay.
then start training them,
Okay.
then do endurance.
Okay.
After that, work on speed.
Oh, speed comes last.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. Most of the coaches they're not aware, they don't have a guide or mentor to tell them.
True.
What they do is, the moment a child can swim, they start doing sprints, speed.
Yes.
They compromise on the stroke, technique, skills, everything is lost.
True.
They improve because they're growing, they're training. This improvement happens till they are 12, 13, 14. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, you throw anything at them, they will absorb and they will perform. Even the best swimmers will go through this plateau. What, as a coach, we have to do is find out what is not working for them.
Okay.
Keep talking to them, maybe start doing less instead of doing more.
Yeah. Like you just mentioned, less is
Yes,
more.
yes.
Yeah.
And it might work.
Yes.
It might work. And initially, those days, people used to train 7 days a week. 14 times a week. Man, you have life beyond that. You can't you can't spend life in the water. Right? Yeah. So, we started. Now, what I do is, I do Monday twice, Tuesday twice, Wednesday off.
Okay.
Thursday twice, Friday twice, Saturday twice, Sunday off.
Okay, 5 days a week?
They have a lot of time to recover.
Yes.
And you know what? We just keep on hitting, they only break down.
True.
We will not be able to get the best out of them.
True.
So give them time. And I'm sure there are a lot of times parents put a lot of pressure at home. Right from the time they leave the pool, no? How did you do today? I was watching you. That girl was beating you. He was beating you. Why did you go slow? Parents' job is give them right diet, bring them in the pool, leave it. That's all. The rest is our job.
That brings us very, again, to all the coaches. Now, you mentioned it rightly in that age and all. Now, they're being trained, they have to be in good hands. I get about you're ASCA Level 5, swimmer. But what about other coaches? Do our coaches here in India are well equipped both mentally, themselves, like, physically, mentally, emotionally, to train to train and coach students?
No, that is, I think we are lacking in that. We're lacking in that. But I'm not sure if it's because of the access or they're not able to afford it or something like that. Every state has an association.
Okay.
Right? If KSA can do something like this, why not every association can take up basic learn to swim coaches training and certification for them?
Okay.
At least, now for example, if I say everybody writes like that. So if I say bobbing, if I say gliding, every coach should be able to teach in a similar manner.
True.
If we can do this, then our job is, it's a beautiful way to get this done.
Okay. But we don't have any comprehensive program for our Indian coaches, right?
Yeah, but I have this wish of actually holding a Learn to Swim online class. I don't know how it works.
Okay.
I want to do it.
Okay.
Because I have myself done Learn to Swim in water for 25 years.
Now, I think you've answered it first, beautifully about the journey of a swimmer. But what is it in one line, your coaching philosophy? Is it the technique first, the mental frame that has to be right, or what is your coaching philosophy?
No, it's
sir?
just being positive, being positive, and do not give up.
Do not
Do
give
not
up.
give up.
Okay.
When people call me to different places, I'm also a consultant coach for a club in Deccan Gymkhana, Pune, and recently visited one club in Bengal.
Okay.
And I'm also a head coach of Swim Square, Bangalore.
Yes.
So if people call me like this, if I can educate the parents, train the coaches, set a set a mindset for the management, and also help the swimmers to swim fast, why not?
Yes. I think this truly, speaks the person you are, because you are open to share.
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely.
That's where
I have no
yeah.
secrets. People come and ask me, sir.
There are no trade secrets.
People come and ask me, sir, can you give me that workout, this workout? I said, it won't work for you because I did it for my swimmer.
Yes.
It might not, but still they want to take it. People come and ask me for suggestions, advices. I will never say no to anyone.
Yes.
There's no secrets with me.
I think that is that is the spirit of the sport. The sharing the knowledge. That's fantastic, sir. So we were just talking about how kids start swimming at the age of. You recommend starting it at age 6, and they have to understand certain things before getting into the next level. Now, swimming as such is one of the technical sports, right? So, how do you manage to train kids at such a young age?
We don't get into too much of deeper techniques for them.
Okay.
It's very simple. We just want them to keep their head steady, kick continuously, and do a small bend arm pull. That's all we want them. And as they progress, then we start teaching them the finer points.
So you don't start with the technique. You
Right.
have
Because
let
they will not understand.
True.
And there's no point in talking about technical words. Make it very simple. Be precise. Give them small instructions. Their attention span is less than 10 seconds.
True.
Trust, by the time I go walk like that, they've forgotten.
True.
But it's as coaches, it is our job to keep telling them 10 times, 100 times, 1000 times. It is our job.
Somebody is making mistakes in terms of their body alignment, posture, right? What are the common mistakes that swimmers tend to do, and how do you correct them?
Each of the stroke have their own faults.
Okay.
See, we have something called as teaching drills. That is to construct the stroke. How to teach a butterfly, how to teach a backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. Right?
Okay.
And this is, I want everyone to swim in a similar pattern, similar manner, same stroke, same technique. But trust me, if there are 1,000 swimmers, each of them will have different technique. The recovery will be different.
True.
I can, from wherever I can see, I can tell, okay, this is him. So, so one is that, but if their underwater technique is right, it's the best for us. That is because that is the most propulsive part. One is teaching drills. The correction drills are different, where it comes with the experience from the coach. And dealing with so many swimmers, he should know what kind of drill will actually help him to correct the fault.
So it's like more one-on-one between the coach and the student, because the coach should also be able to understand the physiology, the psychology of the student, so that he'll be able to curate that whatever suits the swimmer. Yes. I know this is going to be a little controversial, but when you actually see somebody, getting into the pool after taking their dive, do you instantaneously say that, oh, this guy has the potential?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because that is called a coach's eye.
Yes.
Right? So, parents can't see what we see, right?
True.
And what I say is, how good he or she can feel the water. We say feel for the water.
Oh, feel for the water.
Feel for the water.
Okay.
And some people make swimming like downhill. That is so simple. They move so comfortably.
Yes.
But that's because they are naturally talented. We expect everyone to do the same. Feel for the water, right catch.
And have there been who have broken those expectations, because of training? Has somebody you thought, okay, they may not be so good?
Especially in the girls, as they grow, I've seen a lot of kids, they become backstrokers from freestylers. Breaststrokers to butterflyers. They keep changing. This is why I keep telling you must train all the 4 strokes till they become 14. So that, and also never allow anyone to start doing sprints. They say, what's your event? 50 freestyle at the age of 16. No, I want you to swim one distance event. It is 800 or 1500. You must swim one event, distance event. If you start doing that, automatically you will start doing endurance training. And also swim 200 IM till you become 14.
Your process involves, no practicing all the 4 strokes till 14.
Correct.
Yes. Great. Now again, coming to girls, what is the the scenario of girls in Indian swimming, especially? Where are we? Where are we heading?
We are actually lacking in girls section.
Okay.
At least in the men's. I'll compare both actually.
Yeah.
In the men's section, we have a couple of good performances compared to what we were now. Last time we already had 2 Olympic cuts.
Yes.
They qualified, not selected ones.
Yes.
They did the A cut.
Yes.
So, why only 2 with having such a huge population? We have severe dropouts in the girls section.
Okay.
Dropouts, various reasons. One is, I want to study outside. I want to go to America. I want to go to Australia. I want to go to Canada. I want to get a good job which is lucrative. I want to earn more. That this happens at the age of 18. Exactly, that's when they have to start swimming, start racing.
But
right?
that's also time where they have to make those decisive decisions about career.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is happening in Bangalore, in Mumbai, in Chennai. At the age of 18, everybody is quitting the sport where they actually have to start doing very well. There are some men doing very well in the country. I won't say very well, at least decently well. They're all employed, paid to swim. Railways, Air Force, Navy, Army, these are the ones.
Okay.
And the people who are winning in the senior section are the junior kids.
Okay.
Or in the age of 17, 18. And it says the best performance you get when you are in the mid-20s.
Mid-20s.
22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Unfortunately, in the senior section, we hardly find any in this age group.
So, why are there so many dropouts, sir? Is it like our system is designed? Is it not sports friendly, athlete friendly?
You can't say athlete friendly. It's just that when I ask them, why don't you swim for another 2 more years? You have potential. This is, sir, what will I do after 22 if I don't get a job? So I have no answer for that. So government has to do something for this. They have to start giving cash incentives for the people who are very good at this sport.
True.
And peer pressure, parental pressure, coach pressure, non-performing, not improving, not winning. All these are the various factors why they are giving up sport. And if somebody keeps improving, they have no reason to quit, right? I had best of the boys in Mumbai or anywhere else right at the age of, I would say this guy can become an Asian Games medalist. Next year he's gone.
I know, it's a sad state of affairs.
Yeah.
And there is little we can do as individuals. Probably the initiative has to come from the government and also the civil society.
Recently, I was just reading somewhere, the India government spends crores and crores for hockey.
Hockey, okay.
Right? How many medals you have?
Yeah.
Swimming has 17 individual medals.
17?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in fact, now it's been added with the 50s also. So, if you have so many medals, I'm sure each of them might excel in some event at some point.
True.
Support them financially. Tell them, yes, do this, you get that.
True. Yeah. So coming back to, the drills that you've been talking about.
Yeah.
What is it that one drill that you would say absolutely do it every day? Or if one is too much, then those 3 drills that you say, this is for our coaches and students who cannot come to, this metro cities and have this elite session. So if there are those drillings, if there are those drills, what would be the number 3 one, the top 3?
No, you mean to say the technical or?
The technical drills.
No, the multiple drills you can't say is just one.
Okay.
Because freestyle has multiple drills.
Okay.
Butterfly has each of the strokes have key drills which are at least about 8 or 10 for each stroke.
Okay. So it's not like one specific drill that
Correct.
would be
Correct.
like a fit all for everybody.
Yeah.
So sir, over the years, one thing has becoming really popular, which is open water swimming.
Correct.
Right. So what is open water swimming? What is the scope? Where is the world and where is India? And what is your opinion on open water swimming?
No, I can probably say I'm proud that at least I have 8 people who have put on the World Championship.
Wow, okay.
Right from 2018. When I was in Mumbai, it started.
Okay.
Now it's picked up so well.
Yes.
You must see the number of participants. Oh God, it's amazing to watch them. And I have at least about, say, to start with, Hita, Ashmita, Armipal, Nenya. Now we actually do once a week. We do open water training in pool itself. See, we don't have any good water bodies in Bangalore. So what we do is we do it in the pool. So that's picking up now. It is also an Olympic sport. The distances are 5K, 10K and 25K.
Okay.
So you tell me how much can you walk when you go for a walk? People say I walk for 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers. If somebody has to swim for 10 kilometers.
Yeah.
So this is one of the, which is picking up so much. See, this happens like this. If some child has a potential, is able to do a good distance swimming in water, not able to win at the nationals.
Okay.
So if somebody is consistent, why don't you try them open water at least once a week? If you feel that they're picking up, put them twice a week.
Okay.
Open water is picking up very big in India.
Yes. So what do you think is different, in your experience, training in traditional pool and then competing in open waters?
One is courage.
Courage, okay.
The moment you come out of the pool, I'll show you the best of the best swimmers. You put them into any of the lake, they say, I am not swimming.
Okay.
That's what they say. Generally, this is held in ocean when or they actually have a course. It can be triangle, it can be rectangle, however you want. For example, if it's a 10K swim, they have to go 4 rounds.
Okay.
They'll have people watching. They go around that so that they don't cut. All this will happen, and there are some cheating also happen in that. So that's why now the organizing team has become very strict.
Okay. And now you rightly said courage, which the answer that I'm not expecting.
Yeah.
So courage starts when you actually do something, right?
Right.
It's not once you start doing things, courage comes on the way.
Yeah.
So what are those? How can one train themselves to acquire those skills for open waters?
Open waters, generally what we do is in a swim training, we do multiples of hundreds or 200s, small sets. In open water, what happens is we straight away start doing 5 into 1000.
Oh.
5 into 1 kilometer.
Yeah.
Right. So that if you start doing that, one is he or she will get the confidence, yes, I can swim 5 kilometer. Once in a while where there is a race happening, if you go there, if you swim alone, anybody will get scared.
True.
If there are another 20-30 people along with you, to swim along with them is not a big deal.
Okay. So I think in this case, group training provides a lot of momentum.
Yes.
And again, where is India? Because I think we have a long coastline. We are blessed with a beautiful coastline.
I know.
Yes. Where are we in terms of, one is demand is definitely rising. There's a lot of interest in the country.
Yeah.
But in terms of facilities, in terms of organizing those events, do we have a chance to compete or to bring those international level events here in India?
I have one boy who used to train with me called Armipal from Bengal.
Okay.
He got a 2 world championship or maybe 3, I think. He represented India.
Okay.
Then he was finally absorbed by the FINA World Aquatics.
Okay.
He's in the US, fully sponsored for the last 3 years.
Oh my God.
Training with the best open water swimmers in the world.
I think that's a dream,
Of course. And only one from the country.
Yeah. One from 1.4 billion.
Yeah.
That's not even a dream. That's beyond it.
No, this is another beautiful sport where you don't need anything. You just need a water body which is safe, conducive to swim.
Yes.
And that's it. I myself swam open water in Sweden in 2010, 3 kilometers.
Sweden long back, 2010?
Yeah, 2010. 3 kilometers.
So how was that experience compared to, because I know you swim regularly, you practice regularly.
Yes.
So how was that experience different from traditional?
That water was freezing. Even after 3 kilometers, I was still shivering.
Sweden, yes.
Yeah.
So sir, now we have, today you have witnessed Swimbox, right? Which is like a resistance current and all. So how do you think a system like this, a controlled resistance system like this would help those open water performers or elite swimmers? How do you think it will help?
I've seen this before in videos.
Okay.
For me to personally see this today was something different. And after seeing this, I'm sure you can do wonders in this.
Okay.
It's just that we'll have to understand, because when you train in pool,
Okay.
it's always measured in meters and
Yes.
seconds.
Yes.
Here, it is all by the speed,
Yes.
right? So for me to understand this, I probably need a couple of sessions with one of the swimmers.
You're welcome, sir.
Then-
You please come and certify our machine.
Yeah. So then if I have a couple of swimmers who are on different levels,
Yes.
put them into the water and do a couple of different sets,
Yes.
then I can come to a conclusion saying that this can work.
Yes.
So, but I myself tried this. I'm sure this can definitely work. And I've seen this used by the people in America who are not able to access the pools immediately, or they stay away, not able to go to pool. This is fine enough.
Yes.
Here you have no choice. That is, I give a set, I want you to swim on 1 minute swimming at this speed. If you're tired, you slow down. Here you can't slow down.
Yes.
It'll throw you out.
Yes, there's no U-turn, there is no pause.
Nothing.
So that is what Swimbox is. Generally, you chase walls, but here Swimbox chases you. Yes.
Yes.
And Swimbox is India's first and only performance-based training system that will break you before building you.
I'm sure if this is given to swimmers to experience,
Yes, sir.
the elite ones, instead of going around everywhere, you just be in one place, do
Yes.
what you can, what
Yes.
you want to.
And this is also, what I understand about professional swimming is, as much as this is about technique, speed and all, it is also about that perseverance and endurance, right? So Swimbox is designed, I'm sure, if somebody is training harder, this will just accelerate, it will be that catalyst helping you with building your endurance.
Right.
So what are your thoughts on that? Would you think it would help?
Generally in water, what happens is, if I have a 25-minute pool, if I'm doing a set, I'll tell them, I want you to descend the speed by every 25 meters.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I want you to go the first 25 in 20 seconds.
Okay.
I want you to come back in 18 seconds.
Okay.
Then go in 16 seconds.
Okay.
Come back the last one the fastest you can.
Yeah.
And this one has the advantage of setting your own speed. I also heard that through your app base,
Yes.
you can set your own speed
Yes.
at a certain time.
Yes.
So what
Without
else you
manually
need?
changing it.
What else you need? It's
Yes.
fantastic.
Yes. So do you actually see value in this, training your coach, training your students?
Definitely. Since this is the first time something happening,
Yes.
probably by working on this with couple of swimmers, we can improvise.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, thanks for your, few words. So you have had, a very long experience of swimming, coaching especially, and you have closely observed the international swimming scenario. Now, what is it that separates India from international level swimming, those dreams? Where are we lagging behind?
I would say that one is the physique. We're not so big built like Americans or Australians.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But these days, I can see even the Chinese are swimming faster, the Japanese
Exactly,
are swimming faster,
exactly.
like our own physique. But it's just that consistency and a plan from the government, support from the government is most essential. Like we say, we have such a huge population, we might not be able to swim the best of the sprinting events, at least for the distance like 200, 400, 800, these events we definitely can do well.
Okay.
But, I was asking someone in one of the clinics to a coach. He said, finally he asked me the question saying that, how many swimmers do you have? I said, at the national level this many, at the state level this many, at the club level probably we might have about 20,000 swimmers across the country.
Across the country.
So that is, Karnataka has majority, Tamil Nadu next, Maharashtra, then Delhi. These are the 4 major states which have more swimmers. Other states will have 40, 50, 60, that's all. You know what he said? USA has 25,000 registered coaches. So the ratio makes a big difference.
True.
If we have 10 swimmers in India, they have 1,000 against that.
Exactly.
You can imagine, right? 10, the triangle, the peak is only this much. If you have 1,000, imagine the peak can go to that level.
True. So why is interest is growing definitely, but
Yes,
why
yes.
have it? Do we have really long way to go? And what is it that you think will help to generate more interest, more people into the sport? And I think this is not just about swimming, but also about any sport.
Right.
So how do you think we can actually get kids more interested into professional.
Yes, IPL. Let's take an IPL example.
Okay.
Right? They don't do anything. They just play cricket and make money.
Yes.
Right? Then the similar thing started with badminton. People never used to know what is kabaddi other than some of them.
True.
Now people sit and watch.
True.
They're getting paid.
True.
Right? Cash monetary incentive is the most important thing for anyone. If you say that, okay, you will get a job through this, there are people getting job, but people are not happy with the salaries.
Yeah.
Software jobs and
yes,
not the government.
Yes. I think, like you rightly said, if we could somehow show them that the monetary aspect of it and also the popularity aspect of it, we can
Correct.
have a lot of people coming here.
Correct.
Now, since we're talking about IPL and Kabaddi League and all, how do you think seeing an event like a league event where we have different swimmers, competing?
Correct.
So, can you, in your opinion, do you think that would help having leagues, having clubs, local clubs? We already have state level associations,
yes,
but
yes.
again, because since they are run by state and the government, they have their own challenges.
Yeah.
But what about private investors, private players? Can we do leagues? So, what is your take on this?
But I'm not sure what the investors or the people what they expect out of this. But if you can broaden the base of the swimmers, automatically, you know what, you cannot have a swimmers league like this with just about 500 swimmers. You need to have more because there are multiple events.
Yes.
You may not want to do all the events. Now T20 is just played for 20 over cricket, right? Now in swimming, 800 freestyle is boring. Who will sit and watch for 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes? So if you can just have sprint events, if you can have some 20 teams like this, 20 teams, each of the teams have 20 players, the best ones. I'm sure this will also work.
Okay. So maybe we can start with small formats and then see how this plays and then come up with larger events.
Just invite 4 clubs.
Okay.
Have 4 swimmers each.
Okay.
Right. And pay them. It doesn't matter. See, nowadays raising funds is not a big deal. If you have a budget of 15 or 20 lakhs for that particular competition, you tell them, you come raise for 2 days, you get about 2 lakh rupees. You tell me who will refuse?
Okay. So I think we'll get into Swimbox leagues soon. So yeah, thanks for giving the ideas. Yeah. So now that we are talking about Indian and world swimming, so what is the biggest gap that you notice? Is it infrastructure or is it the training systems or the mindsets, especially of people? So what do you think is the biggest?
It is a combination of all, but initially we were cribbing. We had a lack of infrastructure.
Okay.
We had one pool in Delhi, that's all. There were no pools. I mean to say the world-class pool, right? Nowadays, we have beautiful, look at this Gachibowli Stadium. It was built in 2002 for the National Games.
Yes.
One of the best infrastructure, but very badly maintained.
Very badly.
If government cannot maintain, you tell me what a private party can do.
True.
So we have good infrastructures these days. It has to be utilized to the max. You put a state coach, you bring foreign coaches, you bring the experts in the country. You have a program. If each state will have a program like this, if you can develop thousands, at least say 400 swimmers in each center, we'll have 40,000 in no time.
Yes. So
what is that? Mindset is there. Mindset is, I want to represent my state in the nationals. I want to represent India in an international. After that, I get a job. I'm done.
Okay.
Finished.
My responsibility, my duty towards the country is fulfilled.
Yes. So over. This is one, and the education system, like I said, we definitely have to introduce. They play every sport, but I wish that any one government takes up seriously, introduce swimming in 4th standard. It should be a compulsory without any excuse.
So I think they've started with national education policy and all. So we should also have this life skill called swimming in the curriculum. It will also, it will not just help with the water skill, but also help the students in the overall development, be it in their studies, physical fitness and everything. So all the state governments and central governments, please make a note. Thank you. Yeah, this is a very interesting question. Now, over the years, the leading nations in swimming have been Australia, America, right, and Europe. And now these Asian countries like our brothers, our Asian brothers like China, Japan are coming into the scene. Now, but where are we? What is the way forward for us? What can we do to change our current status quo?
Right. Now, in India, we have a national body, Swimming Federation of India.
Uh-huh.
We have state bodies.
Yes.
We have clubs under that.
Yes.
Everyone is depending on the clubs,
Okay.
right, for the performance.
Okay.
USA has high school swimming.
Okay.
They get a scholarship. If they do if they meet a time standard,
Okay.
they get into college swimming,
Okay.
right, college swimming. College, trust me, fierce competition, it's killing. NCAA, why can't we have something like that? We have college swimming, but the kids are practicing in their own club, they only go swim for the colleges. USA has high school swimming, college swimming and university.
Okay.
This is where they produce Olympians.
Okay.
And everything they do, they know it very simple. If I do 55.64, I get a college admission in this. I get admission in this college. They know
Okay.
it's and it's so well set for them.
It's an interesting point about competitions and college in US. But here, competitions and colleges is there here also. But once they secure admission into a good college, they drop out. So, but there that's not the case, right? Even so, what is it?
4 years they actually are recruited for swimming.
Oh, now that makes
To win the championship, it's a big deal for them.
Okay.
Here in Bangalore, we have Jain College. They are taking swimmers.
Okay.
They are giving incentives. You won't believe they are giving everything for the children. They want to have the best team in the country.
Okay.
Similarly, SRM Chennai has started.
Okay.
So if we can actually have a good university team, that is when we want them to swim fast.
So yes, sir. Again, comes up to every discussion in India about sports comes down to having good facilities.
Yeah.
Right. Good. What can we do to improve the facilities, the infrastructure, so that the process is streamlined?
Every time we have a national games in different cities, different states, there is a development of the infrastructure. They build everything.
Okay.
So, but you have a plan to build, but why don't you have a plan to sustain it later? You continue the program, don't stop, because see, if something is running, it is in a good condition. If it is not working, then it becomes dilapidated. You can't use it again.
True.
So similarly, a lot of facilities. Ranchi has a good facility. I don't see one swimmer from there.
Okay.
So there are infrastructure developed, but we need to maintain.
True.
And have a program.
Good programs.
Yes.
So it's not just the lack of infrastructure, but also the programs and actually encouraging kids to take up those programs and all is what is making us be behind.
Yes.
Now, so there are so many challenges with right from infrastructure, government support, the mindset, a lot of things. But yet there is a growing interest, right? So what is the scope for India in the future for swimming?
Growing interest is, I can see. Interest is only learning to swim.
Okay.
Right. After that, people who take competitive swimming, very less.
Okay.
So that is where we need to. My formula is, can I retain 20% of the whole crowd?
Okay.
Okay. For example, if 500 children learn to swim, I want to retain 20% out of that. That is 100.
100. Who
come into competition training.
Okay.
So then, every year, if I can get 100, imagine. We'll have some dropouts too, but at least the
pool is bigger.
Yes,
yeah, the base is bigger.
Yes.
Now, every athlete and more specifically every swimmer who trains, Olympics is the dream.
It's a dream.
And now it's India's dream for the 2036. Right? So where are we, sir? Where is our swimming? What is the hope before 2036 and after 2036?
Yeah.
So
I think the government...
not the coach, but
But see, the government has already a plan and the vision saying that they want to make Bangalore as a hub for swimming.
Okay.
Right? And they want to replicate the similar program to other states.
Okay.
Why is Karnataka doing so well? Karnataka has been winning the championship straight for 34 years. So why is that they are doing, why not other states are able to do? That probably has a lot of combinations and factors to it. So if you can set up something like that, you tell me, in Telangana, there's a lot of money.
Yes.
There is infrastructure, there is talent.
Yes.
Why is that we are depending on one or two clubs? Why there are not too many swimmers coming out of it, though it is not too far from Karnataka?
Yes.
So we need to have a different set of program. Here, every parent wants the best nursery, best school, best high school, best college, best job.
Yes.
But they are not looking at sport as a career.
Yes.
but there is a career in this. Now, there's sports management, you can become an SNC, strength and conditioning coach, nutritionist, psychologist, physio. There's plenty actually. It's just that people think, okay, this is not a good, well-paid job. So we want more people to come into this, and I would request all the parents to just make sure that if you put them into swim, make sure they complete group 1, which is 17 years of swimming. By then, I'm sure you will know, okay, this guy has a potential to go to the international standard.
Okay. Then we can talk about...
Yes, we can push them, motivate them, government funds, all the rest of the things will happen then.
Okay. So like today, 2026 we are in,
Right.
and if you're talking about 2036, we have a decade.
Yeah.
So what should we do as a country,
yes,
as a civil society, to have the dream realized in
Correct.
swimming?
So, see, we are looking at 2036. Even before that, we have one more Olympic,
Okay.
2028,
Yes.
2032 Olympics.
Yes.
And we have Asian Games, we have Commonwealth Games between.
Yes.
If you look at 2036, which is 10 years away from now, right? Like I said, 22 to 26, you get the best performance between that age.
Yes.
Right? Why don't you catch hold of a child who is 14 now? 14. So he'll be 24 by the time 2036. You give all the support. Give all the support, and probably I would say you have 5 high performance centers in the country.
Okay.
Delhi, Bangalore, maybe Hyderabad, or maybe East, West, North, South, and one central. And also put a good program there. Ahmedabad, what a facility,
Yes.
world class.
Yes.
Right? And why is it being wasted? You have 5 high performance centers, have 100 feeder centers.
Yes.
You have one coach who is a technical director or whatever you call him, right? Under him, have another 100 coaches. Under them, you have another 500 coaches. That is the way it has to go. The government has to spend money.
So to
10-year plan. It's a 10-year plan. So that, like I said, if you have someone at 14 now, you must have at least say 200 swimmers. You keep filtering them. After 1 or 2 years, you remove another 20 out of that. You might add some 20 into this. You keep on moving forward like that. By another 6 years, you will at least have 40 children, cream of the country.
Yes. So to all the parents who's having your teenage sons and daughters, train them so that we can have the dream of Olympics 2036, realized very soon. So when we watch swimming competitions, who we see is, somebody who's on the podium. But behind all of this, the real architects of excellence is sitting right here. So, sir, what is, coaching is definitely not easy, right? What are the struggles and challenges you face as coach, be it your personal life, your strength, your physical fitness? So what are the struggles that you face as a coach?
I think I've recently given a I've spoke about this, coach challenges on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
Right? It might be the challenges you might face from the swimmers. No, there are some teenagers who will not listen to you.
Yes.
Right? One. And the management says, no, I want money, I don't care about what you're doing. This.
Yes.
Maybe pool is not maintained well.
Yes.
When you go to the nationals, you might not have a good pool, you might not have lanes in that.
Yes.
Right? And when you go to somewhere else, you say, no, this pool is not right, it's not well maintained, no temperature control, nothing. All these are challenges. But as a coach, what I say is, you must work in a condition with what you have and get the best out of it.
No matter where you're thrown, you have to.
You have to, because you can't expect everything right from the beginning, right? You must work so hard that government will start looking at you. Yes, this guy is doing well, we need to support him.
Okay. So now you just mentioned that, there is a lot of expectations from swimmers, from clubs, from parents. So how do you manage to navigate through all of these expectations and have realistic goals and achieve them? Because
the goal is very well set. You have group 3 swimmers who are 11, 12 years old, group 2, 13, 14, group 1, 15, 16, 17.
Okay.
Above that are seniors. Everyone, they have their own competition. We have people who come in, the swimmers who come in, everyone has a goal for themselves. Right?
Okay.
So for example, I pick one girl. Okay, you're good at butterfly. You will be swimming 50, 100, 200 butterfly and maybe 400 freestyle, 800 freestyle. Your goal is set, right? After that, it's my job to train her for those events.
Okay.
And you have a state meet which is held 1 month before the nationals.
Okay.
And after that, generally it is the qualifying timing. Most of the states, what they do is like Karnataka or in Tamil Nadu, what they do is whoever comes in the first and second in the state are sent to the nationals.
Okay.
and you also have prepared them. So last year you had a goal. Okay, somebody did 107 in 100 butterfly.
Okay.
If you are close to that in the practice, so that means you are close to winning a medal in the nationals.
Okay.
So I think that should, and at the same time, parent education is so important. I use parents regularly on the pool deck when we have a time trials. I keep telling, we want parents' involvement, not interference.
Okay, great. Involvement and not interference. So that's a wonderful advice to swimmers, parents, and coaches. Now, all of this comes from government's initiative.
Correct.
So, with all your experience, expertise, and exposure, what is it? What are the advices, or if I have to put it, what is that one advice you would give to the government of India and the government of states for swimming? You know, to make it accessible and available to a lot of people, so that we have our people can see a lot of growth in this and also career in swimming.
Right. See, as we all know that now India is bidding for 2036.
Yes.
That is the end goal for us.
Yes.
There, we right now we have only 2 A-cuts.
Okay.
2 A-cuts so far, but we at least before that there are a lot of other checkpoints like Asian Games, Commonwealth Games. There we need to medal or at least be in the finals.
Okay.
Right. Asian Games medals.
Okay.
Commonwealth Games finalists. We need to be there.
Okay.
So if we have 10 years, it's a big time for us to plan, prepare and execute.
Okay.
Right. So what we need to do is, you have to catch hold of the people who are swimming under 14s.
Yes.
A 14-year-old, just don't look at only 14s. You see 14 to 16. Choose maybe like say 400 swimmers all over the country. Have one head coach or program director for the entire swimming in India. So you have 5 high performance centers.
Okay.
Which is well managed, which has hostel, everything in there. With the science lab, you have science physios and gym and everything else. And also start training them, have small feeder centers, have checkpoints. 10 years, as they progress, make sure that they are given enough international exposure, not just the national participation. International exposure at least say twice, thrice a year, so that they are getting used to racing outside with the foreigners.
Okay.
And once that happens, every year you are closing to your goal.
Okay.
If there are some swimmers who are non-performing, remove them. No other choice.
Okay.
So that's why you need 400 swimmers. Feeder centers, you put in the high performance center 5 across the country. You have 5 head coaches, another 5 assistant coaches under each. So there is that everything has to be constructed down and up.
Yes.
So once you're 4 years away, so that means you have a clear picture of, you have 40 or 60 swimmers who will be sustaining with you, will be remaining with you for the next 4 years, who are close to it. That's when the actual training starts. Those 4 years are like every year you go closer, you know that, okay, I can make the Olympic finals. Okay, this guy is there. We can even think of probably getting a medal in one of the events.
Yes.
If we can do this, develop infrastructure, maintain that, have a program.
Okay.
This is, I think this job is from the government.
Yes. So government, your job is not just to build infrastructure, but like Coach here talks about, you have to come up with entire program and systems, and most importantly the manpower, getting the swimmers here interested in the sport itself. So you have a bigger role here. You are the biggest stakeholder, you are the biggest enabler. So I hope government comes up with all the plan necessary, all the strategies required so that we have our Olympic dream realized. What are your thoughts on nutrition, strength and conditioning?
Nutrition, people come and ask me, sir, what do I give to eat to my kid?
Yes.
And you know what is the age? 8 years. I said, give anything the child wants to eat. At 8, you can't restrict, saying that don't eat that, don't eat this. Come on. What is life without eating?
Yes.
Right? 8. But I definitely say, if somebody is coming to swim, 1 glass of milk, 1 egg in the morning, 1 glass of milk, 1 egg in the evening. and 2 fruits, maybe bananas should be fine for that. As they progress into swimming, when they become 14, 15, then they must have a nutritionist who can guide what exactly has to be done. There is something called as before swimming, during swimming, after swimming, what you eat. Say they have their own carbohydrates, proteins and things like that. And pre-race diet, post-race diet. Pre-race, to prepare yourself to how to race and so that you have some energy to do a race well. After race, to recover for the next competition, next racing.
Okay.
So this is, I don't want any kids to go under nutrition at their 6, 7, 8. That's too much. It's a crime for the parents.
Yes. So parents, no nutritionist until 10. Okay, sir said 6, 7, but not until 10. Okay. After, consider it only after 14. Sir, one point that I would like to discuss is just before the event is about to start, you know, there are a lot of expectations on the swimmers, you know, and there are silent expectations on a coach, you know, as much as the swimmer, it's the performance, but you are also under tremendous stress, right? So how do you deal with your, you know, with your stress, with your adrenaline rush, and how about the swimmer? How do you train and condition the swimmer?
See, most of the work, not most, everything is done in the practice.
Okay.
The goals are set, the practices are done. There are a lot of test sets, time trials, everything is done in the practice. I know that he or she will do this. If I've trained a swimmer for a 400 freestyle, I know that she will be going a 436.
Okay.
In the nationals, in the competition. So I will only sit and watch. I'll only take the splits. Before the race, that last pep talk is so important just to keep the swimmers motivated.
Okay.
And once the race is done, we also do a video analysis, take the video, sit and tell them what went right, what could have been better.
Okay.
After the race is over.
Yeah, I think this also talks about, since you're already, you know, coach and counsel parents also, you will deal with their expectations, their, you know, their quick success. For all of those things, you must be training, counseling them, right? Yes. So, what is the role of education in a swimmer's life, you know, in their career? You know, should they pursue education and swimming, or do they have career independent of regular conventional education?
No, there's no only sport without education. Both has to be balanced. Okay. Right? And come what may, I know that not everybody can score 90 plus. There are some who just pass. But still, I push them. I have a lot of swimmers who come from all the places. If I see that they're brilliant, I know that they'll make a career out of swimming or studies. Okay. If I see that they're not great, they're not good students, what I do is, I make sure that if they can get one national medal, I put them into railways or army or services like this. Okay. So this has to be balanced, and that has to be taught right from the beginning. Okay. You have a schedule, you have a timetable. You make sure that they get to watch TV too. This is not live. I want them to go meet relatives, socialize, spend some time, go out, party, do something. But when you're practicing, do it right. Okay. No compromise.
Yes. Now coming back to coaches' struggles, you talked about, you know, the ones that you, from the perspective of swimming and competition. But what is it to be a coach, you know, away from your family, you know, always training people, traveling, and all of these things? Wow, so what is that? How does it take a toll on you, and how do you cope up with these things?
Being a seasonal sport,
yes.
Summer we're extremely busy. Trust me, till my son, till he went to 10th standard, we did not have a summer vacation because I was busy through the summer. Okay. Right? So this is one it takes. And second thing is, if a coach has a wife who is also working, we start early in the morning at 5, come back home at 9 o'clock, and she goes out to work. She comes at 5. I leave at 5. Go back at 8. We only meet for the dinner and then sleep. And this is very difficult for you to manage as when both of them, it will be difficult for them. So you have to be able to manage your social life, your professional life, your financial life, most importantly. And at the same time, when a coach comes on the pool deck, you cannot show your frustration or anything what has happened at home on the kids. True. You can't shout at them. True. You have to keep everything outside. When you come on the deck, you are a coach. Yes. There are 20 kids expecting you to be on the deck and the parents are looking forward to you. And you have 20 kids, 20 parents, 40 eyes on you. They will be watching what you're doing. They know every inch of you, how you move, how you talk. What you are on the deck is most important.
So not only you are monitoring the kids, but you're also being monitored.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Yes. So how do you cope up with all of this, all of these struggles, sir? Like, being away from family, and especially coaches who come from these small clubs and all. One thing is, I don't know how they're being paid, and the other thing is definitely they have to stay away from the family and all. So how do they manage? And what advice would you give them?
I'm not sure if this is going to be a controversial
no,
thing,
that's okay.
But I will take it. See, generally, I've seen coaches are underpaid in India.
Okay.
Right? And for example, a junior coach who is paid like 30,000-40,000 a month, right? He puts in a lot of time, effort at the pool, and that is the core, right? At some point, we want children to go to a nutritionist. Somebody is doing very well. We want a nutritionist. We want a strength and conditioning guy. We want a physio, right? When you go to a nutritionist, their package is 60,000 per year.
Okay.
Per kid.
Per kid.
They don't give anything to eat. They just give you a chart. Right? Yeah. You go to a physio. I have a problem with my shoulder. Right? He'll say, no, I want you to come for 8 sessions. Each session is 2,000 rupees.
Yes.
So, strength and conditioning. You go to a gym. He says, I tell them this particular swimmer is swimming a 200 butterfly. We want them to develop their shoulder strength, injury prevention exercises and core and everything else. Okay, fine. We charge 20,000 per quarter. He charges 20,000 per month.
Per month, yes.
So this is what it is. And what is the core? We are trying to swim fast, and parents are actually spending a lot of money outside.
Yes, yes. So I think this is, if I have to summarize it, underpaid, that actually hits the bullseye. Where that's also a reason why there is not a lot of demand, and
who are taking up serious coaching.
Serious coaching.
Correct.
And also coaching as such is you can't do it for lifetime, right? There comes a time where you have to be like, body remembers everything. So I think paying them adequately helps a lot. Correct. Right? In terms of, because it's just not coaching, but actually future of a kid and also a nation depends on this training and coaching.
Yes. He also has a life.
Yes.
Children.
Yes.
He'll also have a dream.
True.
We call ourselves as an aquatic family. All 3 brothers are into swimming.
Oh, wow. Okay, you're 3 brothers.
Yes, 3 brothers are into swimming.
Okay.
And they are not into competitive. The second one was into competitive. Now he says enough of this, and he's only doing learn to swim.
Yes, and you mentioned one of your brothers is into infant
swimming. The younger brother. Swimming. He has done a couple of other stunts for India's Got Talent.
Okay.
And some crazy dives. He was a diver.
Okay. All thanks to that one accident.
Oh yes, yes.
That it's a disguise. It's a disguise actually. I've seen there is a lot of literature in swimming. If you go to abroad, correct, there is this 50 meters, deep water, all of this literature. So what is the role of that literature on your swimming when you were swimming, and also on your coaching?
No, say again. You mean to say?
There are a lot of books written like 50 meters by Mark Spitz.
Yes.
Yeah. So have you ever?
There's one book used to be called as Swim Faster.
Swim Faster.
That was like a Bible for swimming.
Okay.
For everyone.
Okay.
Right. Then after that, there's another book came from the same guy. It's called Swimming Even Faster.
Okay.
Right. And finally, one thick, huge book called as Swimming Fastest.
Okay.
So no, still. I keep telling, science will not change.
Yes.
Your hands and legs will be in the same place.
Yes.
It's just about the coach's creativity, which can make swimmers swim faster.
Like you just mentioned, less with more.
Yes. With AI now, with a lot of technology, we want the coaches to start using technology into swimming.
Okay. Now, sir, you just mentioned AI, technology. But when you talk about, we are an over-communicated society. There's noise everywhere. You see some things like, 5 myths about swimming, So when people come to you with all of this noise, how do you quiet them? How do you tell them, no, this is what you have to do? How do you bring back them to that on track?
So the beginner parents, the learn to swim parents will have a lot of questions.
Yes.
Right? We only give them a piece of paper saying that their role, parents' role. They will understand this is what we need to do.
Yes.
right? Similarly, I give roles and responsibility for the coaches, what to do, and for the swimmers. So each of them know their job.
Okay.
And I don't have too many questions. But in general, I tell them a roadmap for a swimmer.
Okay.
Once that is done, when they are absorbed into regular competitive swimming, in 6 months, everyone knows what we do on the deck.
Okay.
Right? After that, they are absolutely quiet.
Okay. So no noise is going to
Not much.
disturb you.
People tell that, but generally in my place, I don't have a problem.
Okay, okay. Because I think you are at that stage where people cannot come and question you or, you know, just shoot some random stuff actually. Yeah, we just talked about, you know, using technology and all with over the years of all the experience that you have over the years, and you've been traveling, you know, you had amazing training, you know, amazing experiences. No, are you planning to come up with any book or say any course that would actually help these swimmers and coaches?
Learn to swim, because that is the basic, right?
Okay.
If you can teach them a good handwriting right in the beginning, learn to swim. I don't want the intermediate coach to actually struggle with the basics of bobbing and things like that.
Okay.
The intermediate, the stroke school coach should not struggle with the basics of freestyle.
Okay.
So similarly, when they come to me, I should not teach them the ABCD of swimming.
Okay.
The basics of swimming. So the small corrections will be there, but not the major mistakes.
No, but my question is, would you consider writing a book on swimming?
Yes.
You know, on
learn to swim.
Okay.
Learn to swim.
Learn to swim. Sorry.
Learn to swim. I have actually started writing.
Okay.
But I really want someone who actually can help me out putting some videos and pictures into it.
Sure, you know, we are at your disposal. Swimbox is at your disposal. Yes. You know, we would love to be associated.
Actually, I'm seriously wanting to do it. I've been waiting for the last 8 years.
Yes.
I've started writing. I want to take it seriously.
Okay.
If we need to have a deadline saying that, okay,
True.
I want to finish off in the next 1 year and it should be out.
Anything without deadline is just a wish. Any goal without a deadline is just a wish.
Yes.
And with so much happening around, I don't think we can actually find that quiet we want to sit and finish our tasks. We have to do it in the daily grind. Probably take out like an hour every day or half an hour, at least 10 minutes, so that we are on the job.
I'm one aggressive guy on the deck. I take out what I want from the swimmers and the coaches.
Yes.
No compromise on the deck while I'm coaching. Once you finish your coaching, after that, I'm very friendly.
Yes, that I can watch for it. So, yes, sir. Now, what advice would you give to young swimmers, coaches, parents?
For the swimmers, I would definitely say enjoy swimming.
Okay.
Learn the skills, drills, good technique before you cross 9-10 years of age.
Okay.
And for the coaches, please, 45 minutes of your job, give full attention for the swimmers. Do not allow them to do wrong things. If they do wrong thing, your job is to watch them, give feedback, correct instantly. Don't allow them to do the same mistakes again and again, and so that becomes a habit. And for the patience.
Patience.
No comparison. Don't compare, have patience, and allow your kids to at least swim till they become 17.
Great. Now, what do you if you look back, what do you want your swimmers to remember the most about you? What do you want Bhushan Kumar to be remembered?
I have a 2000 batch. Even now they are in touch with me. They remember we used to go out for a run every Sunday.
Okay.
Feed ducks with biscuits and bun in Lal Bagh in Bangalore.
Okay.
And play the dodgeball, frisbee, relays, and after that we used to go for breakfast.
Okay.
So they never used to miss on Sundays.
So it's not just the in water training.
Yes. Keep it outside. Once in a while, take them for a picnic, take them for a movie, play water polo.
Okay, great. Yes, sir. Now I believe, and everybody knows, like behind every successful man is a woman there.
Yes.
Right now, I would like to know about Mrs. Bhushan Kumar. You know, the support that she's been giving to you, so that you become so good at what you do. And this cannot be done alone by you, right? Because you also have kids. You have to take care of that and the other responsibilities.
Right.
So few words about her.
No, and it's been 32 years of marriage.
Okay.
Right? And right from beginning, my mom took care of me so well. I did not even had to take a glass of water. She used to, take care. And after this...
Well pampered.
Yes, well pampered. After this, she did a similar thing. Till day, trust me, My friends keep teasing me, do you know 1 kg dal? I really don't know, because she takes care of right from buying things to cooking everything. She makes sure that I eat at the right time. Even when I go out, she makes sure that I carry something. So at home, she is the boss. I only do coaching, and she gives me all the support. And without her, and she's taking care of my son like so well. He wanted to be in Germany, so he is there in the last 10 years.
Okay. From last 10 years?
He lives there in Germany.
Great.
He went to study,
okay.
and he got a job. He's married also.
Okay. So he's not into swimming, sir?
He was swimming. He was not a great swimmer. See, if a coach, people think if a coach can actually simply produce Olympians and national medalists, it's not so easy. Being a coach, I could not train my own son.
True.
I know that his capacity was only that much.
True.
He started playing water polo, then he got into football, then he became an engineer in Bangalore, then he went to study in Germany. Then he found a job, and he's been there for the last almost 10 years now.
And this is what, sir, makes you great, because not because, just because you happen to be so good at what you're doing, you didn't push your son into it, right?
Yes.
You didn't, you actually you listened to him, you actually gave wings to his dreams.
Yes.
So I think this is very important. So parents out there,
Yes,
you should make sure not to push your kids, not just into swimming, but to anything. Actually listen to them and give them that freedom to choose their career so that they'll thrive in whatever they do. You had dedicated a significant part of your life to swimming, right? And if there is one thing that you could do to change Indian swimming scenario, what would that be?
I wish I had a coach education program back then when I started, because then no one, we all learned randomly, being on the deck, by experience. No, I don't want a coach to go through what I have gone to learn 20 years, right? I'm open for sharing. I just wish that there are a lot of coach education programs, and we want the coaches to take it up and learn the basics of swimming.
Yes, so what sir speaks is from his journey of, he doesn't want other coaches to go through what he's been through. So it's an excellent, way to put it, sir, because you have seen it from scratch, you have built it. In fact, the people like you who have been there when there was no glamour to the sport. Now, because there's a lot of clamor for it, but you started it, and you were the pioneers of Indian swimming, I could say that. So it's again lovely to have you here, sir. It's been my pleasure, and Swimbox's pleasure to have you here, to give you open up, to have this conversation with you, wherein you have given us your wonderful insights.
Thank you so much. I wish all the best for the Swimbox.
Thank you.
And I would definitely want to bring one of my best swimmers and try it out a couple of sessions.
Yes. So we have this series going on, Coaches versus the Current, wherein coaches from all over the country keep coming and they swim against the current.
Right.
So we tell them that you train people on the deck, but here this current is going to test you. So this is actually Coaches versus Current. But if you have some swimmers, we would love to do Champions versus Current. So that we'll see. And the best part with Swimbox machine is, sir, this is like a coach without emotion. So it has no bias, no favoritism. It will only push you, right? So this is what a coach should be. You should not have bias. You should not have favoritism. And like you rightly said, no matter how you feel inside, on the podium, on the deck, you have to be your absolute best.
Yes.
So yeah, wonderful to have you here, sir.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.